dear. How are you? I nearly didn't see you there. I was miles away. Did you have a nice holiday? Oh, that's nice. Oh, that lovely sun. I do envy you. I wouldn't say no to a few days there myself, catching a few rays, as they say. You miss nothing here with the weather. It's been awful, not like summer at all. That's the funny thing about the British weather. They say you can get all 4 seasons in one day, and that if you wait half an hour, the weather will change. I'd settle for 1 season. The season it's supposed to be right now. It's summer. What I wouldn't give for a day of sunshine rather than these grey skies and rain-sodden streets. Still, we mustn't grumble. We could be living somewhere with extreme weather conditions, and I wouldn't like that, no. Much safer to be here with our miserable, mild meteorology. Oh, talking of the weather, did you hear about him from number 17, old Freddie? Of course you haven't. What with you being away? Well, he went to his son's house last month. You know when we had that couple of really hot days? He set off, at any rate, but the sunscreen smeared into his eyes and he couldn't see properly. And he fell into the trench, you know, where they're digging up the road towards Menston. He was crawling out of the hole, and that was when he got hit by the bus. Oh. Poor man. They took him to the hospital and they released him with a broken leg and concussion after a couple of days. Yeah, terrible shame. Well, to cut a long story short, he insisted on going home by himself. You know how independent he can be, to the point of stubbornness. Apparently, he wouldn't let the hospital ring his son to fetch him. His son was on some course with work and he didn't want to disturb him, and he was too proud to use the hospital transport, so he caught the bus. And you know how the weather changed back then? Well, we had that torrential downpour and he went flying on his crutches in the wet straight through the hedge and ended up in Mrs. Edwards's garden. And of course, no one could see him behind the hedge to help him. So he was lying there, unable to get up, poor thing. Terrible, terrible. Mrs. Edwards, no, she wasn't home, you see. She had gone to visit her sister as they were going to that Ilkley dog show, and she ended up stopping because the weather was too bad for her to travel back. That was the day we had the yellow storm warning out. So he's lying there when the thunder and lightning happened. Well, would you believe it? Of all things, the lightning hit his crutch. It acted as a lightning rod, you see, and well, that was that, really. Poor Mrs. Edwards, she got the fright of her life coming home and seeing Freddie barbecued in a hydrangea. She will never be the same again, no. They had to take her to the hospital with shock, and her heart was never that good. She'll be on tablets for life now. She's gone to live with her daughter and is putting the house up for sale. She reckons she would never be able to get rid of the smell from the garden. Such a shame, because she loved that garden, always out there. It was her pride and joy, but not anymore, no. So his funeral is on Tuesday. No, they aren't having a cremation on account of him already being barbecued. Save his son a few bob, I suppose. Things aren't that cheap these days, no. I hope it'll be a nice day. Old Freddie liked a nice sunny day, but you never can tell what the weather will be like these days with 4 seasons in a day. Let's hope he gets a farewell summer. Ooh, it's getting a bit chilly now. The temperature's supposed to drop really low tonight, and I don't like the look of that sky. They promised rain later. I better get on before the weather turns again. Still, we mustn't grumble about the weather. It could be worse, like it is abroad. I'll see you at the funeral and you can tell me about the holiday then. Bye now.